What is up, YouTube? I know it's a long time no see, but your boy is back in the building with his last video. Of 2024.
Everyone, pull this nigga!
What is up, YouTube? My name is Mario, and for the last time in 2024, I can say my name is Mario, aka the real Super Mario, aka the Loot Box Hero, aka YouTube's greatest fat man here, bringing you another video. All right, so all right, sorry for the bait. It was just I kind of had to, you know. I know it's been a long time no see. I got a little bit, burnt out there a little bit. So I took a little break from my brain, you know what I'm saying? But I'm back. All right, going into 2025 is going to be great. I just wanted to thank y'all for hanging with me. I didn't lose nearly as many subscribers as I thought I did. I think I lost like 2 subscribers. So, that means that, y'all really like your boy. Y'all really like me. So we're going to go ahead and get on into this. So we got some interesting stories. Riddler Khu dropped some information on yet another possible new Pokemon project. Take it with a grain of salt. We have the bonanza of information that happened for the Switch 2 while I was gone. So we're going to talk about that. As well as a 4chan text dump. We're going to try to wrap this up. We're going to try to wrap up 2024 the right way. So, of course, if you want to continue getting videos like this from me, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell button, do all that good stuff that YouTube requires you to do to continue getting videos from me. Follow me at twitter.com/RSMario128. Like my video tweet, share my video tweet. And I'll shout you out at this portion of the video if I remember. But definitely like and comment on the video, because more than likely the YouTube algorithm think I died because I didn't make a video for 2 weeks. So Riddler Khu dropped this post. It says, "Happy New Year to you all," because, of course, it's the New Year over there in China. It says, "The latest project, which has not been exposed by the Terra Leak on Nintendo Switch 2, is here. Enjoy." And it's a black and white dolphin. So, of course, I mean, now, Riddler Khu, we can kind of take with a grain of salt. Personally, I still believe Riddler Khu. If you don't believe in Riddler Khu because, he's been kind of off, I get it. But personally, I think Riddler Khu is still, he's still got a source. He's still on 100. Now, what could this new project be? Well, he kind of goes into it a little bit more. That Trainer D says, "What happened? I'm confused as to what this means." And he says, "A new project besides Ikaku and Gaia." So it's not Generation 10 and it's not Legend ZA. So it's another project, that they're working on. Now, of course, they have multiple teams. They also have Pokemon Works. So they could definitely be working on 3 Pokemon projects at the same time. Then we have Dimitri. It says, "Is this a main or a side game?" And then Q says it's a main game. So basically the plot thickens a little bit. So the possibilities are a lot of different possibilities. Like, it could be Pokemon Project Synapse. We don't know if Synapse was canceled or not. We know that it was Project Rodeo at one point. Then it got canceled. Then it got brought back as Synapse. So we don't know if they're still doing that project or not. But that project also was in the Terra League. So maybe that doesn't even count here. So the dolphin itself is actually a species of dolphin known as the Commerson's dolphin, also referred to by the common name is Jacobita, the skunk dolphin, the piebald dolphin, the panda dolphin, or the Tonina dolphin, Tonina overa in South America. It's a small oceanic dolphin, and so there's a couple possibilities here. One is that this is a Let's Go and Pikachu-like project. All right, because you remember Beluga, Project Beluga was the code name for Let's Go and Pikachu and Eevee. All right, And this is a dolphin, not a whale, but it's close enough. So maybe this could be the Gen 2 version of Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. So it'll be like Let's Go Johto. You know what I'm saying? Which I don't really care for that much. I mean, I wasn't a big fan of Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, but again, Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee sold well. And if you really think about it, Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee was the first Pokemon game on the Switch. So I can see them doing that again for the Switch too. Pokemon has broken a whole bunch of patterns, probably just to create new ones. Again, the other possibility is that they are black and white remakes. There's also another slight distinct possibility that this could be like DLC for Generation 9, a third DLC for Scarlet and Violet. Again, both of this dolphin is connected to two islands, one off the coast of South America and one off the coast of India. So, or in the Indian Ocean. So, another DLC, another island to go to in Paldea or in Generation Scarlet and Violet. You know what I'm saying? Would be interesting. Again, we still don't have the Monkey Legendary. That's something that got left out. And there's also the possibility of a definitive version of Scarlet and Violet for the Switch 2. It's possible. But more than likely, it's going to be like a Let's Go Johto, probably. So then we move on to the Switch 2. So much stuff has come down the pike about the Switch 2. So, so first off, we're going to start off with He Who Shall Not Be Named, because he blocked me, said that rumor is that Pharrell's company is producing a music video, producing music for the Switch 2 trailer with Sabrina Carpenter involved. I don't know where this rumor came from, but that would be kind of crazy. All right, like that would be like some big boy mainstream stuff for Nintendo to do, to pull in. Sabrina Carpenter is huge right now. All right, I don't really listen to that much pop music, but she's kind of huge. She's been huge all summer, and we all know Pharrell is pretty big. This would be kind of crazy. But the real big thing going on is the leaks of the system itself. So, over the last couple of weeks, the accessories manufacturers for the Switch 2 just decided to just be like, hey, we're just going to break all kind of NDAs and just leak all kind of stuff. And so Twitter has just been on fire with just peripherals. Like, we've got this wheel that shows off the Switch 2 Joy-Con, which kind of looks like what we saw in the mock-up from a couple months ago. We also have Deck Wizard with some new photos from the D brand and other Chinese accessory manufacturers with this version of the Switch. I have to say the white version of the Switch looks pretty clean. All right, because again, I'm kind of racist when it comes to my game consoles. All right, most of my tech is black. That's just the way it is. But the white Switch 2, though, if this is what it really looks like, look kind of clean. I'm going to be honest. Now, I don't know if this is a white version of the system or if this is the actual, like, peripheral itself. You know what I'm saying? But if that's the system, that look kind of clean. It says that the system has a U-shaped kickstand. The console is 118.5 millimeters by 273 millimeters. I'm not European, so I don't know how long that is. Y'all said the Switch 2's lighter than the Steam Deck. It has a larger ZR and ZR buttons than the Switch 1. The magnet Joy-Cons make a click sound, so of course you know when they're attached or not. And the two Joy-Con back release buttons are basically there to release the magnets. They also said that there are 3 models at launch, a white, gray, and an MK9. So I guess the MK9 is black, maybe? It says January 2025 reveal, Mario Kart 9 launch title, which of course that's a system seller in itself. Magnetic Joy-Con, Hall effect sticks, curved dock, LCD screen, larger buttons, and game cards the same as the Switch One. So this is about what we've kind of expected. But the fact that we actually get to kind of see it is crazy. And so then we've got some other pictures of the curved dock. So this is a mock-up of the curved dock, which looks alright. You can kind of see like half the screen, and the screen has like a timer and a battery, a bigger clock and battery indicator on it. Which is pretty good because the one on the original Switch is kind of small. And my Switch is the dock is on a mantelpiece up there by the TV, so you can't really see the battery indicator from where you're sitting at because it's about that big. So this will be a pretty cool design if this is what it really looks like. Then a leaker said that on Christmas Day they were going to leak some images of the Switch. So a Reddit user said this. And the images actually look pretty good. So we got a picture of him holding the system. This looks like the bottom of the system. All right, you know what I'm saying? And then we have pictures of the dock. So this is the curved dock that they had in the mock-up. This is the back of the dock. So it looks like, of course, it opens so you can plug in, all your cables and your HDMI cables and all that kind of stuff. So some people were saying that this was AI generated, but I believe the only thing that's AI generated is the background. All right, so he can hide where he is, which means that maybe this person is a content creator. Maybe we've seen this background before, so they want to hide it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why else they would want to hide it, but unless maybe they work at a place that has the Switch 2s. And maybe he doesn't have it at his house. Maybe he has it at a workplace. So that means that he will probably work for like a developer or something to that extent. And maybe he just doesn't want people to know where he is. So then we got a better mock-up. So this person named Ellie or Eli. I'm not quite sure how you pronounce that. It's foreign. I don't know. But then he says, how about the Switch 2 dock? According to the leaks, it looks better. Keep in mind that some things are merely speculative as they are not part of the leak, such as the back cover. So then we have this mock-up here, which honestly looks kind of clean. Like, this is a better picture than what we got from the other guy. And if it looks like this, it looks kind of clean. Now, I've heard people do not like the Switch 2 logo or the name. And to be honest, I'm right here with you. I'm not a big fan of the Switch 2 name. Personally, I really wanted this to be called the Super Nintendo Switch. But we can't have everything we want. You know what I'm saying? Not to mention, Switch 2 is just quick, quaint, and to the point. All right, because, look at the success that PlayStation has had with just calling their thing the PlayStation Next Number. PlayStation 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you know what I'm saying? Without making it any fancy. Like, it's not creative, but there's no market confusion. And that's one of the biggest problems Nintendo has had in the past is market confusion. All right, because one of the things that hurt the Switch, the Wii U so much was the fact that people didn't know if the Wii U was a new system or a peripheral for the Switch. Because, of course, when they first showed it off, they just showed off the controller. They didn't really show off the actual console. And so then they had to correct themselves like a day or so later and actually tell people like, oh, no, this is a new console. But by that time, the damage was already done, And honestly, that was the first bullet in the Switch, in the Wii U before it even really came out. So just calling it Switch 2 lets everybody know what is happening. This is the new Switch. All right, that's it, But we get to see the back panel taken off. This is probably the more speculative portion because I don't think, how would he know what the back panel looks like when you take it off? How do he know what's in there? So that's definitely like speculative, but you've got your HDMI. I think that's a Cat 5 port, like an Internet Ethernet port. You know what I'm saying? But so far it looks kind of clean. So then we get another mock-up. This one is from somebody named Indo, and it says latest 3D and most accurate renders of my Switch 2 model. So I don't know if this person has the Switch 2 or if this is just their model. But this looks kind of clean. Now I kind of like the white one. All right, but if the black one looked like this, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. All right, you know what I'm saying? I might be able to keep up my racist antics when it comes to my consoles. I think I like the all black more than the one with the color buttons. Because the pastel color buttons look kind of cool, like the light blue and the orange, but doesn't really feel necessary. Like, I feel like if you're gonna do it like the Switch does and make the actual controller the color and make the buttons black. You know what I'm saying? This feels kind of minimalist. You know, it feels like if you just make the whole thing black, you don't have to worry about going through all them changes. But it still look clean though. All right, like this, it looks longer. It looks longer than the original Switch. Yeah. So it looks like we know what the Switch 2 is gonna look like. Now the thing is, what are the games gonna look like? What the games gonna look like? What kind of games? I already think of an idea of a video of doing like top 10 Switch 2 launch games or Switch 2 launch game predictions. That's it. That's a video. Oh yeah, I'm gonna write that sucker. Top 10 Switch 2 launch game predictions. Throw some predictions in the comments. Tell me what you want to see. What you think might be a launch title for the Switch 2. But let's keep it on moving though. So we have the final 4chan text dump of 2024. All right, these have been some of the most fun parts of these videos because some of them actually sound really cool, and then some of them sound too good to be true, and then some of them sound stupid. You know, you never know what you're gonna get when it comes to 4chan text dumps, but you know, of course, when it comes to 4chan, you have to take things with a grain of salt, which means you have to use today's sponsor. That's right. Take it with a grain of salt. So let's get started. So it says full gameplay trailer on Pokemon Day. There is no trailer before then. Pre-orders are live on Pokemon Day. Pre-order bonus from Nintendo Shop is 50 Pokeballs plus 50 potions plus pre-order outfit with expanded backpack for your character. This is an interesting pre-order bonus. Personally, I don't like digital pre-order bonuses. I kind of think we should go back to the days where they give you something physical. And no, I don't mean that wooden plaque thing they gave you for Tears of the Kingdom. Like, that was lame. You know what I'm saying? I still got that thing. I use it to prop up the camera when I'm recording videos. I was like, why did they give me this plaque thing, man? Like, well, okay, though. You know, but this doesn't seem like a bad pre-order bonus. You know what I'm saying? But 50 Pokeballs is a lot. Like, that's a lot. Like, you might not even need to buy them for a while. Release date will be 5/16/2025, which May 16th, I think we've heard before that it was supposed to be somewhere along there. You know what I'm saying? So if that's the case, that's actually pretty cool. The 21 new Mega Evolutions. So Dragonite, Raichu, Skarmory, Kingdra, Zangoose, Milotic, Luxray, Togekiss, Vespiquen, Excadrill, Mienshao, Chandelure, Heliolisk, Tyrantrum, Sylveon, plus, of course, the Gen 6 starters, Zygarde, and Xerneas and Yabadol. So, not bad. Not bad at all. Not bad set. I think Dragonite and Raichu is pretty interesting. Of course, you got to get the Gen 1 love in there. Skarmory and Kingdra. Kingdra is interesting because Kingdra's already kind of good. Giving him a Mega Evolution? Bruh. That might be kind of clean. We might see the return of the king for real, for real. You know, Milotic getting one is interesting. Zangoose getting one, but not Survivor is interesting because they are kind of a set. They're kind of a pair. So giving one and then not giving the other is a little weird, you know. But no. Luxray, like everybody's been saying, Mega Luxray. Togekiss is interesting. Vesper Queen. Not a bad set here. Not a bad set. Of course, my favorite out of the set is going to be Dragonite and Chandelure. I think Chandelure is awesome. So of course, the Gen 6 starters are probably going to be the starters according to this leak, since they're going to get Megas. The story revolves around harvesting the power of Mega Evolution and Zygarde's power to modernize and expand Lumino City, which impacts and destroys Pokemon habitats around the city. This has caused Pokemon throughout the region to get very upset and aggressive. In some cases, including Zygrade, Yveltal, and Xerneas. The Lumino City Project Council and the Kalos governor ask you to assist in helping gather all the Mega Stones in the region after you discover one of your chosen starter. After you discover the one for your chosen starter, so they can use the Pokemon and Zygarde cells to power the city into the future. That sounds evil. Alright, I'm gonna be honest, that sounds kind of evil. Like, for some reason, like, using Pokemon to power the city, that sounds like an evil plan. I feel like this person's gonna be the villain. Alright, this Kalos governor and this city project planner people, they're probably gonna be like switch like villains. Like what do they call it? Twist villains, you know, in the game. So that definitely sounds like an evil plot if I ever heard one myself. Professor Sycamore is opposed to this idea as there is still a lot unknown about the true power of Mega Evolution and the true power of Zygarde. So basically, if Professor Sycamore is in here, that means that it takes place either in the modern day or in the future. So because they didn't really specify that, so you know, Diantha is a main character and part of the council, project council. You'll battle her multiple times, so yeah, they're definitely evil. Clement is also a main character, but he is assisting Professor Sycamore. That would be kind of cool if Clement is in the game, you know what I'm saying? Because Clement was actually kind of cool for Scarlet and Violet. You know, hopefully you get to battle him again. At first, you side with the Project Council until you start seeing the effects of the expansion moving into the Pokemon habitat. So, yeah, they're evil, and you work for them at first, but then you face turn, you know what I'm saying, because you realize they're evil and you have to try to stop them. That's not a bad story. It's kind of run-of-the-mill story, but it's not bad. Around 140 to 150 total side quests to complete throughout the game. That's a whole lot. But they've had enough time, they could probably make that work. Lots of character and customization options inside Lumino City. You can explore buildings, sewers, park areas. It's not entirely open world, which, I mean, that kind of fits with what they've already done with Legends Arceus. And to be honest, if we can get a better looking and better playing game than Scarlet and Violet, I don't necessarily need 100% open world. I'm just going to be honest with you. If we have to get like a sectioned off open world like we did last time, I'm cool with that, to be honest. Let's see. There will be NPC battles throughout the game. Hopefully they're not optional. Hopefully, like, you have to battle trainers like old school trainer battles. You know what I'm saying? Not just like, oh, you can, like, you know, optionally battle. Like, no, I have to try to figure out how to avoid this man if I don't want to fight him. Like, let's go back to the old school. You know, abilities are in the game. Breeding is not in the game, so we can't have everything, but if abilities and whole items are in the game, that means that the battle system is infinitely better than the one in Legends Arceus. So let's go. You know, think of it as X and Y Part 2 without the gym challenges and the Elite Four. So that's cool. All right, all of this sounds really good. And it sounds somewhat feasible. Like, the story sounds kind of simple, like something that Game Freak would write for a Pokemon game. Nothing here sounds too extraordinary, with the exception of the megas. Like, having 20-something megas, that's a lot. Like, I'm expecting, like, less than 10. You know what I'm saying? But having 20-something, that's a whole lot. 21 is a whole lot of megas. But yeah, that's about it. Like, comment, subscribe, and as always, people, keep it real. I hope you have a happy new year. And see you on the other side.